It's Week 17 of the National Football League, and all eyes are on Rashee Rice, who's closing in on 1,000 yards receiving on the year. It's the Chiefs and the Raiders coming up next.
Just west of the world-famous Las Vegas Strip, we're at the site of Super Bowl 58, Allegiant Stadium here in Las Vegas. Thanks for having us in, Mike Tirico and Greg Olsen, or should I say Dean Olsen, because tight end you doesn't happen without you, and we've got a great matchup here. We've got two of the best at your position in the current game right now.
And Mike, when I came into the league, almost 20 years ago, there was a handful of really elite tight ends. But doesn't it just seem, especially over these last couple of years, every single team, at least the ones that make their mark and find themselves in the playoffs, compete for Super Bowls, have a legitimate #1 threat at the tight end position. It almost feels like if you don't have a tight end, your offense is missing a key piece. I know I'm biased, but at tight end you, man, we make no mistake about it. We think we are the most important position in football, and you're not going to convince me otherwise.
The final 2 weeks of the regular season are upon us, and off we go on EA Sports. This taken in at the 8-yard line. A good return as he takes it across the 30. The Raiders offense set to take over for the first time. They'll be led out by the young man in his second season in the NFL.
Going back and looking at last week's tape, just a little too up and down for my liking. It's hard to win consistently in the NFL, Mike, with your quarterback having good plays, good weeks, bad weeks. You want to just level all of that out. Maybe you lose some of the highs, but you prevent some of the lows. And when he was good, he was really good. But when he was bad, those are the back-breaking plays that really are hard to overcome if you want to win consistently in this league.
They'll try to get the running game going. His first carry, and he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
The trend around the league, Mike, is that we've seen that running back has really turned into a young man's game. And there's something to be said for having some fresh legs, fresh out of college. They love the dynamic ability this guy brings to their rushing attack, and it's clear why.
And he can't get away. They rally to the football on defense and bring him down for no gain. On 2nd and 10, they'll try to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down. They'll look to throw. Gets that one complete to his tight end, Bowers. They get 14 on that hookup. Good for a Raider first down.
These 3rd down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on 3rd down.
And he did not want to go down. Good running. Manages to gain 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. They'll stick with him again. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
The goal of every offense, Mike, is to find a way to establish a balance between the run and the pass. With some success here early on the ground, will open up things as the game unfolds for the quarterback in this passing game.
That's caught left side by Bowers. And he's into the end zone. Brock Bowers. Touchdown, Raiders. It's his 2nd touchdown of the year. A terrific way to start this one. Not only a touchdown, but a nice long march down the field makes it a long walk back to the bench for the defense.
Mike, that's about as good as you can imagine starting a game offensively. To be able to sustain that many plays and be able to cap it off with a touchdown, that is a dream start for this offense.
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. Here comes a return from the 5. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. So out comes the Kansas City offense to take over for the first time. And there is the guy at the top of the game, Patrick Mahomes, their quarterback.
And while I don't think that stat line last week had him up for any sort of awards, if I had to guess, he'd much rather have a modest game in a win as opposed to throwing for a bunch of touchdowns in a loss. The biggest thing that he did, Mike, he took care of the ball. So as long as he continues to do that, they're going to have a chance to keep on winning.
And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one. Try again. It's 2nd and 10. One of the tight ends in motion right. Mahomes looking to throw on 2nd down. To the tight end, and he fits it in on the corner route. Number 14 with a pickup of 14. And a first down.
So you come back out here after watching the opposing team score first, and what you want to do is you got to establish a little early rhythm and get the drive started. Get a little positive energy into that huddle, and what hopefully starts out good ends with you being able to get some points of your own.
Got a man. That's Rashee Rice. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. He'll swing this one out wide to his running back. That was not what they were hoping for. He's going to go out of bounds behind the line. A loss on that one. One of the tight ends motions right. Mahomes going to throw here on 3rd down. He's got his man. He finds Worthy. 13 yards on that pass play. Good for a Chiefs first down.
A gain of 13 yards. First down, Kansas City.
To the air once more, it's Mahomes. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. 2nd down and 3. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he will keep the drive moving. Gets the first down. Nice gain of 5.
A 5-yard gain on the play. First down, Chiefs.
Here's a first carry for their running back. He'll burrow his way forward for a couple. That's Rudy Ford, the safety, up to get the stop. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. That's out to Brown, right side, complete. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down. Here's 3rd and 2. Try to pick this one up on the ground.
Well, we have an early decision here, Mike. How aggressive does this coach want to be on this 4th down try? I think you got to keep your offense out there. You have a prime opportunity to take the fight to them, extend this drive, and hopefully be able to come away with points.
On 4th down, Super Bowl champ Harrison Butker now for the Chiefs. This one is good. He knocks it through. And the Chiefs are on the board. It's 7-3.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Raiders offense back onto the field as you take a look at the playoff race in the AFC. And things are getting a little tight with 2 weeks left in the regular season. Already, we can look ahead in both conferences to some critical divisional matchups ahead in Week 18. That's a short one, caught by Bowers. It's been a busy first quarter for him so far. His third catch goes for a first down.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
He'll drop to throw. And he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. That's going to go down as a sack and a loss of a couple. They'll throw here on third and short yardage. And he is very close to the first down, but an eyeball, he is shy of it. And they say it's 4th and inches. The Raiders have their punt team out there. This one angles out of bounds, and the mark comes inside the 15-yard line. Patrick Mahomes going to lead the KC offense back out for this next drive. And the numbers have looked good this season. Case in point right here, right up there among the NFL leaders in touchdown passes. And in motion is Brown. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8. Here's 2nd and 2. So after one, 7-3 is our score. And we're back in Vegas after this. They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. Now a give up the middle. And they're going to mark him down right at the 30-yard line.
And a nice pickup there by the back with an explosive run play. And it's important to point out, Mike, this offensive play caller, he's still working off that opening script. It doesn't necessarily have to just be the first possession. Using formations, using run game and pass. Unmask the defense and understand where to take the play calling as the game unfolds.
They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line.
You can see this connection is just starting really to pick up. They're seeing the game through the same set of eyes, and that is the job of the receiver. What is my quarterback expecting from me? Where does he want me? Be there on time, and it leads to big gains like this.
They go play action with Mahomes. This one's going to be taken in over the middle. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
Not a whole lot complicated about this play, Mike. That was understanding where the holes of the defense were. Remember, in this zone coverage, you got to find green grass. Get past the first down marker, be friendly to the quarterback, and then the ball has to be out on time before those zone defenders can react to the receiver. It's exactly how it played out here. You can draw all the fancy plays you want, but when the quarterback and the receiver see it through the same set of eyes, it's virtually impossible to stop.
Oh, they're on him in a flash, and he's lost the football. One of his teammates is there to pick it up.
Sometimes these games in the NFL, Mike, they get decided by simply how the ball bounces. I mean, how often do we see a quarterback in the pocket get strip sacked, and that ball ends up going the other direction? Fortunately for them, They can regroup, get back in the huddle.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
It's so easy to underestimate the speed of this quarterback until you get on the field. They break down your pursuit angle so quickly because of that speed, so give credit to the defense. They understand it's a collective effort to contain this guy, and this time, defense wins and brings him down for a sack.
The Raiders offense getting their final instructions before heading back onto the field. They are backed up about as far as you can be, operating from their own 2-yard line. Look at him stay on his feet as he's able to shimmy his way for a gain of about 5. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. Finding his tight end, Mayer. Look at the big man go. And they will get him down at the 35-yard line.
Over the course of my career early on, there was a handful of guys that were downfield threats in the passing game, but they did a lot of stuff in the run game. They were really good extra pass protectors, and if you threw them the ball, they had very sure hands. But what we're seeing now is the ability to get deep and add layers into the secondary as a pass receiving threat, and not only do damage before they catch the ball, but so many of these guys have tremendous ability after the catch.
And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down. He'll try to get this one on the ground. And he'll work his way down inside the 30. Chewing off 7 yards on that one. The field goal unit on the sideline. They'll line up to go for it on 4th down. They'll try to run. And this is not going to be enough. He is short of the marker. And they have turned it over on downs.
You know, more often than not in the NFL, games are won based on who wins critical downs. Well, that 4th down attempt right there was exactly that, and this defense came up huge for a big-time 4th down stop.
1st and 10. They'll begin here on the ground. And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up 2nd down. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And he is not going to get away. Might have gotten a yard, but it will set up 3rd down. Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down. Here's Daniel Whelan now, as he's on to punt for the 2nd straight drive. And he'll be brought down. Short return, and they'll take over there. The Vegas offense ready to get rolling again. The lead sits at 4, so they'll try to add on to that. This drive begins with 1st and 10. This drive will start on the ground. He's going nowhere, losing yardage on that play.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
That one is complete to Hartman. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down. Now they'll set up to throw. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. That's his 3rd catch of this 1st half, and good enough for a 1st down.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
And he'll get about 6 there, setting up second down.
He was brought down at the 45-yard line. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
He'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down. Back to throw. They'll look to set up the screen here. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes, and there is a lot of room to operate.
7-3 is the score. 2 minutes to play in the first half. We'll return to Las Vegas after this. They'll look to throw here on first down. And good work there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete. Trying to get it to his tight end, Brock Bowers. And that will lead to a second down. They'll look to throw yet again. A throw over the middle, and they can't connect. It's incomplete. A couple of third down conversions already on this drive. This one tougher. This is 3rd and 10. Oh, that's the one thing they couldn't have there, the sack that might take them out of field goal range.
And I like the idea of moving the pocket. It makes it harder for the defense to rush the passer, but you have to account for the end man on the line of scrimmage, and that guy's job is to set an edge. Nobody gets outside of me. In this case, the quarterback. You've got to be better protecting your edges anytime you put your quarterback on the move.
Here's A.J. Cole now, as they'll say no to the long field goal and hope to pin them deep. And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback, and will come out to the 20-yard line. So, here comes the KC offense set to take over once more. They trail by 4. A touchdown gives them the lead. Drive begins with 1st and 10. Throwing is Mahomes. Oh, they've left the tight end wide open in the middle of the field. And he'll be taken down up past the 40-yard line. And in motion is Brown. And that one is complete along the boundary. Good job of getting those feet in back. Now KC going to use the second of their timeouts. They get the stoppage with just over 50 seconds to play in this first half. 2nd down and 8. Mahomes back. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down. Putting the tight end in motion. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, Mike. Living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
Oh, yeah. And he'll get something there on the return, able to take this back to the 20-yard line. The Raiders offense going to take over here in the last minute of this first half. They'll begin with 1st and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. Rush comes. They're setting up the screen. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. One final throw before the break, and that is incomplete. One final chance does not work out. Time has expired. The first half has come to an end.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. More from you and Greg in a moment. But first, time for a look around the NFL to see what's going on here and what's